Cities have always been the beating heart of the world's economy. Today, the speed and scale of expansion is astonishing, and that presents a choice: megacity turmoil or a consciously inviting urban environment, a smart city. With the goal of creating a cleaner San Diego for future generations, the City of San Diego's Climate Action Plan calls for eliminating half of all greenhouse gas emissions in the city and aims for all electricity used in the city to be from renewable sources by 2035. San Diego, like other cities in California, lacks a fully serviced public transportation system. A heavy reliance on cars results in high CO2 emissions and traffic congestion. This calls for a new mode of transportation that is sustainable and fun so that it encourages people to use it. To find out more about gondola systems, we spoke to Delaney Pereira, a graduate student from NewSchool of Architecture Design.
I think to get people onto the gondola, you have to have the hub be more than just a transit station. It needs to incorporate retail or some park space or some bike rental situations so that people can be able to access the hub easily, whether by foot or by bike, and then the hub also gives them something to do and a destination point. So if you have a restaurant, you're able to meet your friends there and then hop on the gondola and go to your next destination. So I think making it a community center along with a transit center is the key to being able to get people to utilize the system. It has not approved it. There's been a few proposals of different types of gondola systems made to the city, but nothing's been fully approved yet. I believe the problem with the other proposals that have been made are seen more as touristy because it's a point A to point B situation as opposed to multiple lines that would be able to serve the communities. I think I searched 26 different neighborhoods that I was looking at to implement the gondola system. And of those 26, I wanted to look at the neighborhood uses, land use that's already occurring in there, and the zoning restrictions. And I think that I found a little bit of issues with finding the zoning laws around the airport, which was a high priority need. And then finding out what the neighborhoods really want and what the demographics are really looking for.
America is ranked as the most congested developed country in the world, with drivers spending an average of 41 hours a year in traffic during peak hours, which cost drivers nearly $305 billion in 2017, an average of $1,445 per driver according to the INRIX. It's not like they have a choice though. 45% of Americans don't have access to public transportation, according to the American Public Transportation Association. In 2017, Americans took 10.1 billion trips on public transportation. That is not the average use for half the American population. While 46% of Londoners use public transportation, that's almost half the population relying on public transportation. The average commute in San Diego is 70 minutes. While the waiting time in the stations is 16 minutes. 70% of riders spend 2 hours a day commuting in San Diego. With San Diego growing expected to be as dense as cities like Los Angeles or San Francisco, it is going to experience congestion in traffic, and public transportation will have to be the solution that will also give back to the economy. Because every $10 million in operating investment in public transportation yields $30 million in increased business sales. Residential property values performed 42% better on average if they are located near public transportation with high-frequency service. San Diego can be the growing city that brings the future of transportation to America. The gondola system is used all over the world in countries like China and Colombia. With San Diego's steady perfect weather and its amazing views of the ocean, it's an ideal location to host a gondola system. The gondola system will shorten time and be affordable. The gondola stations are also an opportunity for social and economic reasons. People can commute while enjoying San Diego's breathtaking views. Gondolas offer much more than just views. Gondolas have special qualities that other transportation systems don't. For example, the trolley in San Diego has fixed tracks that needs a lot of planning and money to expand on. But for some gondolas, they are detachable and can be rerouted. Gondolas can travel up to 45 kilometers per hour, and some test facilities are developing faster gondolas, which will result in an increase in sales. Gondolas are a perfect fit for San Diego and fit across all its different terrains. If the gondola system were to be implemented, it wouldn't just become a tourist attraction, but instead an investment and a new way of life for San Diego commuters. There is already a gondola in the San Diego Zoo in Balboa Park, and the experience and views are phenomenal. And we couldn't imagine the experience commuters would have while going to work if it was widespread across San Diego. Prime stops for the gondola would be downtown, the Balboa Park area, the Mission Bay area, and La Jolla. Other routes could then stem out of these hotspots. The advantage with San Diego is its relatively small size. It takes around 30 minutes to go from one side to another by car. Imagine this trip with the speed and flexibility of the gondola. There is no traffic, no obstacles in its way, and it exists on a completely different axis of transportation. In conclusion, implementing this new way of transportation in San Diego will increase the efficiency of urban commute and will help to the city's environment. Gondola systems are going to change the dynamics of urban environment. They not only connect places but people as well. San Diego will finally have a system that is eco-friendly, has a social component, meets the desired outcomes of the Climate Action Plan, and live up to its title, America's Finest City.